Welcome back to my channel, and if you're a new subscriber on here, my name is Toby Oloko. In today's video I'll be answering some questions and giving tips on modeling. So like a week ago, during the week, I put up a question tag on my Insta story, and I got a few questions, and so I'll start. The first question is, what are your interests or hobbies outside of modeling? So I love traveling. Outside of modeling, I love traveling, I love cooking, I love singing. I love fashion. I love fashion, styling, shoes, clothes, bags. Although I feel like I'm a very simple fashion person. Like, my fashion style is simple, but yeah, that's my hobbies outside of modeling. And the next question is, what made you decide to be a model? Well, the story is, since I was a child, since I was younger, I think in primary school, I used to watch like Miss World a lot, and I don't know, I've just naturally had like a likeness for modeling. And since that time, I always told my parents, my mom, like, I love to be a model, I love to do this when I grow up and all that. So I kind of just naturally had like an interest in modeling. And yeah, I finished my secondary school and I started pursuing modeling in 2011. Yeah, officially 2012. So yeah, now the next question is, tell me about a challenge you faced. Well, that was, I think, when I had like acne, skin issues in Cape Town in 2018. Like, I think that was like one of my biggest challenges, because obviously 2018 was my first time traveling out of Nigeria for modeling, and Boss Models Cape Town is my agency in Cape Town. And I was happy to be there, working. I was actually working fine, until suddenly my skin started reacting. I had like terrible acne on my face, and I lost a very big campaign job that year, I remember, because I went for the casting. The clients really loved me, but my skin was just too bad to confirm me for the job, for the campaign. And I think, yeah, I really couldn't work a lot. I didn't book a lot of jobs after that time because my skin was getting really bad. Even after my agents, got me like a few treatments. And yeah, I had to go on I think on the third month. So I stayed 3 months there, and I had to go back home, treat my skin. It took a while, trust me, it took like a while, almost a year for me to like get a hold of my skin and, get it back to being good. So yeah. And then I came back to Cape Town in 2019, and yeah, that was like a challenge that I faced. The next question is, how do you handle feedback? So I personally, I don't think I handle feedback, negative feedbacks, quite well. But because obviously if it's a positive feedback, then you'll be happy, right? Like, you got a positive feedback. But handling negative feedbacks, like, I don't think I handle it quite well. But I think I've grown into that, like, building my character and like how I handle feedbacks. If I go for a casting, for example, for Fashion Week, or for a campaign, or for a big job that I know about, and I don't get confirmed, or I don't get positive feedback that day, I would feel bad, obviously, but I'll feel bad, and it will tell on my mood, maybe almost for the rest of the day, for a whole day, or even more. And like, I'll just be in a very moody situation, and just not be happy. But like I said, I grew into it because I've been doing modeling for years now, and I've gone through different experiences. I've just learned to grow, teach myself, help myself to do things better. So yeah, I try to stay positive and not dwell on that negative feedback that I've gotten regarding whatever it was. So I just try to stay positive. I try to put my mind on like what's gonna happen in the future. Like, moving forward, like, okay, I have other castings, or like let me focus on like, getting other jobs. So yeah, and I think that's really important. Still be nice. You can, no matter what negative feedback it is, be nice, smile to the client, say thank you, and even if you're going to sulk, like you get home and sulk, yeah, it's all right to sulk and feel bad, but get over it. Don't let it overwhelm you, or like don't dwell on it, because you should just tell yourself like there are more things to come, there are better things that will come for you. And yeah, that's it. So next question is, what modeling experience do you have? Well, so far, yeah, fashion weeks. I've done editorials, I've done fashion shoots, magazine covers, a few actually, a few magazine covers in Cape Town, I think 2 or so. And yeah, I think beauty campaigns as well. I've done a beauty campaign and it was amazing. I hope to, book more campaigns and big gigs. So yeah. Next question is, how well do you communicate with others? I think I do pretty well communicating with others, because typically I'm kind of a talkative. I'm comfortable, and if we're talking about something really nice and interesting that I'm interested in or fully engaged in, yeah. Next question, where have you traveled to for work? So far, thank God, by the Lord's doing, I've traveled to Cape Town in South Africa. I've traveled to Paris, France. I've traveled to Milan. I've traveled to Greece, and I've traveled to Dubai as well. And I'm currently in London, United Kingdom. So yeah, glory to God. I hope to explore more, travel more actually. So yeah. Tell me about your biggest modeling accomplishment. Okay, so far so good. I'm grateful to God. My biggest modeling accomplishment so far is walking the Bottega Veneta show, at Milan Fashion Week exclusively. That's my biggest accomplishment so far, because I know how hard it was for me to get to Milan in the first place. I know how hard I worked, going for castings, hoping that, I would book shows, how long it took me to be there, to be in season, like actually be there, during fashion week. So it was a lot, and Bottega came as a miracle for me. So the story and the journey was an interesting one, and it was good, thank God. So yeah, Bottega Veneta is like my biggest accomplishment so far, obviously, until I book, bigger gigs, and then yeah, but that's it. What's the longest photo shoot or hardest photo shoot you've ever done? Well, I don't know if I have I don't know if I can actually mention or say like the longest or hardest. I actually have one that that I can call the address. I did it recently, but I'm not gonna disclose that yet, because it's not out. But yeah, I'll probably let you guys know. I have videos, clips from that shoot, and yeah, I'm gonna put it up on my YouTube on this channel later, but when it's out. But so far I think my hardest would have been the shoot I did with Elena Evskaya. She's a photographer from, I think, the Caribbean island or French islands or something. I can't really remember, but yeah, it's actually a very popular, famous shoot of mine. The one where like I had the purple, clothing, and I had like a lemon in my, because it was my first time obviously traveling out of Nigeria to South Africa, and it was cold. It was during winter, and the day I had that shoot, it was freezing cold. And obviously I was just starting to get used to abroad weather. So it was cold, I was freezing. I was so skinny that time, because I had recently lost my mom that period. I was so skinny, I was freezing, it was so cold. I only had fruits like papaya or something. I couldn't even really eat, because we needed to like be done with the shoot in time. And then I finished, I think, around past 6 p.m. I remember I think I would actually maybe call that my hardest shoot, because I was freezing. I was literally shaking throughout those poses or the shoots or the whatever. And then, but I'm glad like we got really amazing pictures, and those pictures have gone so far, and done so well on social media. Like everybody literally sends me pictures or like of that shoot on different websites. Everybody has done like illustrations about it. So yeah. And my longest shoot will be the beauty campaign I did in Cape Town with Sir John. Is an American makeup artist. He's actually Beyonce's like official makeup artist. I'm actually proud to know that guy, or to have worked with him as well. Okay, one more question left, and this one is very interesting. I think like it's a whole topic on its own, but then I'm just going to give my own little 2 cents. And I don't know, so somebody asked me, I actually know her, a friend of mine, she's a model as well in Nigeria, and we've done like I think 1 or 2 shows together. And I saw a question. So she asked me and said, how would you juggle your personal issue with best friend who is depressed? Now that question was really deep. When I said, I'm like, okay. And she was like, any advice? So what I would say is, obviously we all go through issues, like our personal issues, and except we talk or tell somebody, like most of us never just like show it out. So like people mostly don't even know that we're going through these things. But if I put myself in that question, and if I was going through a personal issue and I also have a best friend who's depressed, I think as much as I'll be trying to sort out my own issue or be fine with myself, I would also try or make enough efforts to balance it up, and like also be there for my best friend who's depressed. Because I mean, if I have a best friend who's depressed, like she could die through it, or that person could die through it. That person could be really sick, from depression. And I'll try as much as possible, handle my thing on the side, but I'll try to be there for her, maybe talk to her constantly, call her, try to see her, But I think the best thing is just try to balance it, because at the end of the day, if you lose one person, like we'll all cry, we'll all feel bad, talk like a best friend or a family member or something. So we just hope that we never lose people that we care about, because then you start having regrets, probably like, oh, you wish you had done this, you wish you had been closer to them, you wish you had been there. So I think the best thing is just try to balance it, as much as you're trying to take care of yourself and sort your own issues. Try to be there for your best friend who is depressed, and pray and hope that he or she gets better, and then I'm sure that when he or she gets better, then they'll also be there for you, with your own problems, and help you like find solution or whatever it is to your problem. So yeah. Anyway, you guys, okay, so I'll just say a very short, like give a very short tip to models, like if you're a new model, traveling, working with international clients, going for castings, whatever feedback, negative feedback, or whatever the outcome is, just always be humble, smile, say thank you, be your true self, be your real self, like have good manners. And be hardworking as well. As much as you think, oh, you have a really stunning face or feature or whatever, like wherever you are, like you meet different people, you experience different things. It will definitely not be the same from where you're coming from. Maybe you're a popular model from Nigeria or something, and you used to work a lot, book a lot of jobs in Nigeria. It's different on the international scene. So if you come out here, like just be hardworking, be very nice, be humble. Always say thank you, always say please, just do your best and pray. I'm sure like we'll be all right. You do good. So yeah, that's it on today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this really short maybe not really short, but like this short video of me answering questions, you know, and I hope you are able to take one or two things from this video. And yeah, let's see. Okay, I guess I'll see you guys in my next video. If you're watching me for the first time, please subscribe to my channel, like my videos, comment, and share to your social media platform. I'll really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much, and bye for now.